Hi guys, I'm Mama Bear to Many, and we are about to go on a trip. So we are going tent camping for, let's see, 10 days? 9 days. Yeah, 9 days. So we're going for 9 days, and I had to prepare all my food. So if you have not seen the other video that goes over my kitchen tote and my first aid bin and my bathroom tote and all the things that I bring besides food, I'll link that in the description box below. But right now, today, we're going to go over the food. Hi guys, I'm sorry that the lighting is really horrible. That's why I do not usually try to do anything during nighttime. But I wanted to let you guys know, and I had to just put this in the video, that I did make a blog post, and that will be linked in the description box below as well. And I'll try to pin that in the comments, and in there we'll have my full menu and my lists and stuff all printable. So if you guys want to do the same thing or get some ideas, I will link the blog with all those freebies for you. So I'll tell you first what my menu is, and then I'll show you how I pack this and how it works for us. So for breakfast, we're having oatmeal 4 times. We're going to have muffins on Sunday and Monday. I should mention there is no electricity here, and I'm not quite sure about getting ice and stuff. So I'm prepared to have ice for a couple days and then maybe not to have ice. So I wanted to have some real shelf-stable meals here. So then I'm bringing powdered eggs, canned potatoes. We'll do 3 per day that we're going to have it, and then canned sausage patties, and we'll have 2 for each day. So then we'll have granola and milk. Still need to make the granola, haven't done that yet. Okay, lunch is peanut butter and on rice cakes, lunch meat sandwiches, chicken salad. Chicken salad is 2 times. That's something that I really had to count out. So for Sunday and Monday will be lunch meat sandwiches, chicken salad. I have the canned chicken and then the stuff to go with it, and you'll see that. Peanut butter fluff, and then tuna packets with mayonnaise and crackers. And then for supper, we're going to have a warm meal on Saturday because we'll be getting in kind of late. So I think what I'll do is I'll just have a freezer meal, and then I'll dump that in a pot, warm it up, and feed it to the kids and myself. So Sunday we'll have the cooler, so we'll have hamburgers, pasta salad, veggies and ranch. Tuesday will be hot dogs, pasta salad, veggies and ranch. Tuesday will be cranberry chicken, and I wrote on my list that I want 3 jars of chicken. And then boil in the bag rice I bought, and then Wednesday is going to be leftovers of everything because we don't want to waste food here. Thursday we're going to do baked beans. We're going to do 3 big bags of baked beans. No, not bags of baked beans. 3 jars of baked beans. And then hot dogs, and if we have any veggies left over. If not, I have some fruit packets that we can, little tote things. I'll show those to you.
For the baked beans, you had done a video on that as well, on how to do homemade canned baked beans.
Okay, yes, I do have a video for that, so I'll link that in the description box below too. My daughter reminded me that we did a video on how we canned the baked beans, so I'll link that in the video as well. So then we're going to do chili with corn pancake. I have not canned my chili yet. I have the stuff out to can that tonight. Can that tomorrow. Tonight is Monday, and we're going to can that on Tuesday. So I will do that. We just ran out of it. And then Saturday is going to be beef, carrots, green beans, and potatoes, like a beef stew. And then Sunday I'm going to take beef, and I'm going to just put that over some rice with green beans, almost like shredded beef over green beans. Okay, so now how did I pack all this up? Because there's nothing worse than being at the campground and people are screaming at you saying, I'm hungry, but you don't know where your food is. So I have 1 tote, and I'll show you the stuff that's in this tote, and then I'll show you the canned goods that I pulled up from the basement and how I'm going to store those for travel. I make sure that I label everything very well. So this is to go with chicken salad. So this right here is all my seasonings that I would do for chicken salad. I had somebody bring in some cranberries. I actually add a cup of cranberry. I'm going to add a couple cranberries into these. That's why they're sitting on top, so I can remember to do that. and that will be my chicken salad. So that will get dumped in, and then I have the jar of mayonnaise that says chicken salad, so we know this is going to be used for chicken salad. So most likely the majority of this jar and the chicken and then the packet would all get dumped together because it has the seasonings in it, whipped right up, and we have chicken salad. So we are having chicken salad, let's see, 2 times. So I have 2 of these, written chicken salad on it. So then if you remember, we had cranberry chicken, and with cranberry chicken, we have Catalina dressing. So I have 2 of those. And then I also have, here we go, the onion packets to go with that meal. So for various sandwiches and that type of stuff, I have honey, we have hot cocoa, and another thing of hot cocoa. I mean, we have 12 children coming with us. We need more than just 30 packets of hot cocoa. So another hot cocoa, and then I have mayonnaise and ketchup packets. I bought those cases in my grocery video. I bought cases of these, and I'm just bringing these 2 bags. I have this for like a special treat. And then we have 2 things of creamer down here. And then we have a big can of coffee. Here is my whole egg powder. So I'll be making scrambled eggs with that. I have 2 boxes with 100 packets each of the sugar and the raw. So there's 2 boxes like this. I have a bunch of packets of the tuna fish. We have 2 things of boil in the bag rice. So this box would be for the 1 meal with the cranberry chicken, and this box would be for the shredded beef. Then we have these whenever we need to fill in a vegetable or a fruit, then we can fill that in with those. We have 2 cases of those. I have some peanut butter. And then we have some red rose tea. Quite a few of us like to drink tea at nighttime. And then I'll show you these. What I'm doing with the oatmeal is I have the amount of oatmeal that we would normally eat. So this would be 7 cups of oatmeal, and then I have 1 cup of brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon in here, so it's all dry. I don't have to worry about anything else. So I will just have this. There may be, because we're bringing like fresh bananas and apples and stuff like with us, there may be some of that, and people might throw that in there, but at least we have the basics already in there. So we have 4 of those packets there, and the other side was just more of that cream there. Okay, so now I'll repack this up. So this will be packed in a tote like this with the lid on top here. And then I have 2 other areas that I will have. One of the areas is going to be snacks, and the other is going to be the canned foods. So let's go over to the canned foods. Can you like back up just a little bit? So I actually have 3 crates like this, and they should be able to stack like this where we are going. And then I have canned foods. So like this here is canned sausage patties. So in the morning I can just fry these up really quick and easy. We have our baked beans already canned up. We just need to open them and warm them. You'd like to get up. And then here is our chunked beef.
What's in the crate?
And then we have a bunch of potatoes. Those will be for the breakfast and for the soup. Here is the cranberry sauce for our cranberry chicken.
She's like, I will show this jar.
Thank you. And then we have our chicken here. And then some green beans. So that is one big blessing. If you have never canned meats, one big blessing with canning meats is that you're able to do like this and bring your meats right along with you, and they're not going to go bad. You can open them up. It doesn't really matter what day you're eating them on. Would you like to go outside? Yes. What day you're eating them on or not. So now we have all the junk food, snack food. Okay, so here we go.
Food we don't usually eat.
Yes, food we don't normally eat. Okay, so these ones actually were for the taco meal. So we'll have tacos or chips with refried beans and cheese on top of that. So that's for that meal. Random marshmallows. This is not food. Trying to get everything like organized over here. This is stuff we just went through. So I have 2 of these, just if we're needing a little bit of something. We're going to be at the beach, so I'm assuming hot, sweaty, whiny people might need some extra electrolytes. So I do have graham crackers and I have marshmallows. I may bring chocolate or I may not. Another good thing to do with this is if you want to make s'mores, you could just take peanut butter and put it on your graham crackers and then put the marshmallow onto there, and you could have it without the chocolate. I worry sometimes with the chocolate about how melty it will actually get. So then we have gluten-free Oreos, crackers, granola bars. So the crackers, the granola bars, the fig bars like this, these Laura bars, and the Slim Jims are all things that they can have for snacks, or if we're going like on a trail or something, then I would bring those types of things with us on a trail, on a walk. And then the other thing is I have 2 bags of chips and a container of Cheez-Its. Now those would be for lunch, like with a sandwich. They're just in individual bags. And then I have 1 case of the Fiji water because it has lots of minerals. The other thing that I am bringing is this. I have a daughter who is still taking a bottle, and this is whole milk powder, not dry milk powder. It's dry milk, but it's not non-fat dry milk. It actually is whole milk. And this could also be good used like to make milk, and then you can have that over granola or something if you wanted to. So yeah, those are like our shelf stable meals and stuff that we're going to bring. And it will all get this snacky type things will get more like shoved into crevices and corners, where the food stuff I'll try to keep it basically together in the vehicle that we're packing, so that we know, okay, this stuff is going in this area, this stuff's going in this area. Sometimes I use labels on crates and stuff. Sometimes I use like a piece of duct tape, like, hey, this stuff is going in this tent, or this stuff is going to be going over here. It just depends on the way that we're going to get set up. But I'm not quite sure at this campground how it's going to be set up and how far apart our campsites are going to be. So I'm going to have to wait until we get there to actually determine that. So I hope this video blessed you. And if you guys are going camping, I hope that some of these things help you as well.